gonna let me know, man. I'll promote the hell out of it. 6 people retweeted this today. Yeah, Hawk Sports. They retweet it every single time.
Good.
Out there. But I'd like to give accurate information if we're gonna do it.
Whoa!
Then I text Kevin, hey, is the game not on YouTube TV today?
Oh, God. He's one of the 6 that always texts me when there's a home game that we're not doing.
Yeah.
You're not doing the Fiend game?
No, well, again, there's only so many we could do in the budget. There's a bunch of sports to cover, too.
Oh, yeah. Three members of the staff are at some cable convention in frickin' Las Vegas. Which, get this, all 3 of them.
Picking up a conversation.
No. And they, listen, they're in Vegas. They don't drink. They don't gamble.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296. Here we go. Good afternoon and welcome to this special presentation of AACS 15 Sports Baseball as the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers host the King Philip Warriors. King Philip coming in with a record of 7-2 overall, tied for second with a record of 5-2 in the Kelly Rex division. The Bombardiers are 3-5 overall, fourth place in the Kelly Rex with a 3-4 record. This is going to be a tough day for the Bombardiers, Kevin, for two reasons. One, King Philip is really, really good, and two, King Philip might have got all their mistakes out of their system yesterday in a 10-9 loss to Canton where they committed 7 errors. KP has gone a month without committing 7 errors before.
Yeah, if you're an Attleboro player, coach, you might have said, could you save a few of those errors for us today? Yeah. King Philip is really good. Surprising to see, a bit of an upset 10-9 loss yesterday to Canton, but 7 errors. I mean, that's two plus innings extra baseball that they gave Canton, and ultimately they lost, 10-9 yesterday to Canton. They're in a stretch of 3 games in 3 days.
Wow.
Canton's got Braintree tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm Paul Healy. He's Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel will be editing this broadcast later on. Peter Bray running our graphics, and Jim Jones, our engineer in charge. For King Philip, their order is going to be Travis Crawford, the sophomore at catcher. He's only hitting .441. Matt Kelly will play left field. He's hitting .452 and has scored 15 runs. Hitting third will be Sean Laguerre, heading to the University of Miami, where he's not going to play baseball, but probably have a 4.0 grade average. He's hitting third and playing shortstop with a .370 average. He's knocked in 15 runs. Brendan.
He's got a .600 batting average.
Oh, really?
Laguerre.
Oh, I wrote down the wrong thing then. Okay.
He's at .600 with a .743 on base percentage. 4 triples.
Wow. And Brendan Sensai will hit fourth, hitting .393, the junior third baseman. Hitting sixth is Ryan Gately. He will also pitch. Hitting fifth, I'm sorry. Hitting sixth is Will Astorino, the junior DH. Hitting seventh will be Matt DeFiore, the senior in right field. Hitting eighth will be Max Robinson. Hitting ninth will be Eli Reed. Sean Sullivan will play second base. Billy Saltmarsh on the mound starts with a curveball. Swing and a miss, strike one to Travis Crawford.
You'll see a curve, a splitter that he throws a lot, and a fastball, a changeup out of Billy Saltmarsh.
There's the fastball, swing and a miss, strike two, 0-2. Not a bad way to start for Billy.
Now Saltmarsh, 12 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts on the season.
Wow. He's committed to UMass.
Dartmouth, is it?
I've got to
double check that.
Swing and a miss, 3 pitches. You see strikeouts on 3 pitches. You don't often see 3 swings and misses, and I think those are 3 different pitches.
It looked like the third one was that splitter that Coach Dunley was telling me about. That's like his out pitch when he's going for a strikeout. I think with Billy, he has to stay low. If he's missing high, he'll miss high, and he has to watch the walks.
Fastball is fouled back by Matt Kelly, and as Matt Kelly was coming to the plate, Travis Crawford stopped him with a little bit of advice after seeing the 3 pitches, 0-1.
He only, like you mentioned, he only saw 3 pitches, but he saw 3 different pitches, and that's what the leadoff is supposed to kind of bring out in people is what's he throwing.
By the way, Saltmarsh, Billy is a UMass Dartmouth commit. I had UMass Lowell stuck in my head. Once again, I was wrong.
So early, too.
Called strike on the outside edge, 0-2. Our home plate umpire is Brian Barry from Algonquin Regional High School. He was class of 75. That was Westboro class of 76. On the bases is Peter Cush from St. Mary's in Worcester, which unfortunately no longer exists. High fastball, 1-2. Attleboro's defense. Aiden Hawkwater behind the plate. Del Pazzo at third base. Owen Tabor at shortstop. Evan Houle is back, although he's over at second base. Curveball, strike 3. Saltmarsh off to one heck of a start with 2 strikeouts.
That one of the looking variety.
Yeah. At first base is
Jamie Block.
Jamie Block, that's right, didn't write that on my chart here. The outfield, left to right, Matt Harvey, Nate George, and Ben Hawkwater. This brings up the number 3 batter, Sean Laguerre, a returning Hockomock League All-Star at shortstop. Curveball, called strike 1.
Billy Saltmarsh getting ahead of all 3 hitters as a team. They're only getting ahead on first pitch strikes at a 45% clip.
Wow.
King Philip is at 65%.
Just missing low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sean Laguerre. We told you he's a returning All-Star. Last year he led the entire league in the shortened season with 16 runs scored. Also had 8 knocked in and a home run. Hit .386 last year. He started this year at .600. There's a high breaking ball, 2-1. Even I could call that one from here, Kevin.
Yeah, I've got Laguerre at 12 for 20. Very good. That was a high pitch. 12 for 20 for Laguerre with a .743 on base percentage. 4 triples.
Wow. Rats, I have that written down. I didn't mention it. There was a low pitch. Nice stop by the catcher, Aiden Hawkwater. 3-1 now to Sean. So as soon as we talk about Billy's high strike percentage, he's thrown 2 out of 3 balls.
Yeah, exactly. We gave him the jinx.
Yes.
Just a really quick on Laguerre. 15 RBIs, 16 run scores, and leads the team in stolen bases with 8.
Wow.
So kind of a threat everywhere.
A shot to third base, fielded by Del Pazzo, bobbles it once, across the diamond, in time. And it's a rarity for the Bombardiers this year, a 1-2-3 inning. Kevin.
Only 12 pitches, good start. Nice play by Del Pazzo. A beautiful thing about third base, you got a chance to bobble it.
Yep.
Then come up firing across the diamond. That's exactly what he did. Got his feet set and fired the out.
And there it is. We'll be back with the bottom of the first inning. No score at the Drummond Street Turf Field in Attleboro, Mass.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin. That's going to leave a Mark Callahan. As we get ready for the bottom of the first, the Bombardiers will send up Ben Hawkwater, Peter Del Pazzo, and Owen Tabor. Pitching is Ryan Gately. Last year he was 4-0 with 33 strikeouts and 34 innings and a 1.03 ERA. This season, 2-1. The only loss to Taunton, but everyone's lost to Taunton. With a 3.3 ERA. Ben looks at ball one low.
Ball one low, maybe a little outside, but low anyway. Yeah, Gately only 4 walks in his 17 innings to go along with 21 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .254 off of him.
There's a strike on the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben, the right fielder. By the way, KP's defense, Crawford is the catcher, and boy, judging from warm-ups before this inning, he threw a laser down to second base on the coming down pitch. That just misses.
We used to tell the catchers it's important to show the other. You could scare the other team from stealing. You could also throw a bad one down there to see if you can hook them into stealing on you.
The old golden rainbow there. Yeah. Squares to bunt, fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ben. I remember when I played third base in high school, I was the king of making the diving stop, popping to my feet and throwing, the McDonald's golden arches across the diamond.
All impressive right up until the end.
Yes. One time I made a diving stop through to first base, and the umpire called infield fly rule. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch by Gately, swing and a miss, and it's early, but both pitchers are on this cold, breezy day.
Yeah, and you wonder if the pitchers will be able to get a feel for the ball, but apparently both pitchers have erased any doubt there and got a good feel for the ball.
It's about 315 feet straight down the left field line, about 370 to the left center power alley. We're not sure what the dimensions are in center field and right, but it's a long way. Breaking ball just misses low to Peter Del Pazzo, who's hitting .417 on the year, playing third base. What year is Peter? Oh, sorry.
You always ask me when I don't know them.
Rats. I think it's
sophomore.
Yeah.
Peter Del Pazzo, sophomore.
Foul tip into the mitt. Nice play by Crawford.
Junior.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. Peter Del Pazzo with a .500 on base percentage this year. Has an RBI, 4 runs scored.
Low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Sensai is the third baseman. Returning All-Star Laguerre at shortstop, Sean Sullivan at second, Robinson at first. The outfield left to right, Kelly, Reed, and DiFiore. Shot to center field. Will it get down? It does. Base hit for the Bombardiers. With 1 out, 1 runner is on. No score. Bottom of the first.
And a little music for walk-off music now.
Walk up, yeah.
Owen Tabor. Del Pazzo 3 for 4 on the base pass this year and stealing. Owen Tabor comes up hitting .267 with a .538 on base percentage.
Wow. And there's first pitch swinging to the shortstop, a double play. Death Laguerre to Sullivan across the diamond in time. Beautiful double play. 6-4-3 if you're scoring at home.
Why wouldn't you be?
And there it is for the Bombardiers. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left on base. 7 errors for King Philip yesterday, and they looked flawless there in that double play.
Yeah, the message came through, at least through the first today, that won't happen again. So, no, that was a clean, tailor-made, hard-hit ball. Yep. Attleboro needs to take a little bit of confidence away from how hard they hit the ball the last 2 batters. We'll
be back with the second inning after this on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports as we get ready for the bottom of the top of the second inning. No score. Attleboro hosting King Philip. Our umpires again, Brian Barry behind the plate, Peter Cush in the bases last Tuesday. They were in the opposite positions. Brian said, where were we Tuesday, Kevin? We missed a great game.
Just an extra inning walk-off walk, swinging bunt.
Swinging bunt, Hawkwaters throw down in time, and Brendan Sensai, the junior third baseman, came in hitting .393, out by a half step at first.
Yeah, important for Attleboro. They come in with a .931 fielding percentage themselves. Not bad. They're going to need to make defensive plays like that the rest of the game. King Phillips averaging 10 runs a game.
Wow.
Got to keep them off the base pass.
Called strike in the upper part of the zone to Ryan Gately, the junior pitcher.
I think that sounded like a strike.
Yeah, hitting .370. He's got the highest quality at-bat percentage on the team at 57.6%, whatever the hell that means.
Look at you.
Called strike on the outside corner.
QAB. Wow.
We asked the coach to send us the stats, and Coach Jeff Plimpton, what is this, 37 or 38 pages of stats? Normally we complain the coaches don't give us enough stats.
gotta learn to download and then pick out the important things.
Exactly. That's just a bit high. 1 and 2 to Ryan. 2 and 2 hitting. I have .370 with 9 runs batted in and 7 stolen bases.
Yes, to go along with a .485 on base percentage, 9 RBIs.
Wow. And 3 doubles. That pitch is low. Full count. Billy Saltmarsh on the mound for the Bombardiers.
Looking good in the early going is Saltmarsh.
Second time we've seen Billy this year. He looks more comfortable, and he's certainly working faster. Ball 4 low. All right, so every time we say something good about a player, it goes the other way. If you like us to ruin your son's athletic career, give us a ring and we'll say something good about him.
Exactly.
Or daughter. We also do softball and lacrosse.
Exactly.
Other sports.
Title IX. We'll get everybody equally.
Nice lead off of first for Sensai, who has 2 stolen bases on the year. Excuse me, that's Gately, who's got 7 stolen bases on the year. Will Astorino was up, the junior designated hitter. Knocked in a couple of runs with a .375 average. 1-0.
Both teams all of a sudden wake up from their benches. Yes, he
Check
did.
swing, strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, someone told the players, hey, AACS wants to put their field mic to good use.
Let's go. See if this is like the softball game where they start attacking the camera and the field mic and our table.
With foul balls, yes.
Exactly.
Saltmarsh looks in, gets the sign from Hawkwater.
Block holding him on first. Looks like he might be going.
Yeah, Gately was leaning.
See that? Yeah. Not exactly shy about giving that away. Saltmarsh steps off, changes the pitch, probably from a curve to a fastball in the outside corner.
Quick pickoff move, nice stop by Block, getting low. Block's gonna go to UMaine Farmington to play baseball.
One out, 1 on. Infield straight away, outfield straight away.
Long set for Saltmarsh. Low, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Saltmarsh working at a much slower pace with runners on base than with the bases empty. 2-1 to the number 6 hitter, Astorino.
I think that's Matt Kelly leading the vocal group there in the KP bench. His sister Ava's a softball player. There goes the runner. Nope, he holds up, fouled off to the right.
Will Cotter on Attleboro, graduate of 2016, I thought did that the best. Leading off for, looked like he was running on every single play. I tried to get other people to watch how he does it.
Yeah.
Because he always takes that 2 to 3 steps like he's running.
Yeah.
Fools everybody, gets the middle infielders all crashing in on second base, opens up holes, and he wasn't stealing.
Wow.
Gately just did that.
Wow.
He is jumping though. Gately,
Yes.
I don't know, maybe he was supposed to steal in the last one. They got a bad jump and he stopped. But he's in Saltmarsh's head right now a bit.
And again, Gately, 7 stolen bases, I believe. looking at the 37 pages of stats. 7 steals and 7 attempts. They've only been thrown out stealing twice all year. Curveball is high. 3-2 to Will Astorino.
I expect Gately to be going on the 3-2 pitch. I know there's only 1 out.
Throws to first base. Gately dives back, which means he'll be pulling rubber pellets out of his underoos after the game on these new Techno-Turf fields.
Not going.
Low, ball 4, 2 on, 1 out for KP. No score, top of the second.
Get to the 7-hitter now. I wonder if Attleboro's, King Philip get to the bottom third of the order. Will start looking to maybe some small ball opportunities. There is 1 out.
Again, looking through the stats, I believe they only have 1 sacrifice bunt on the season.
So they trust their, the team is hitting 351.
Yeah.
So as much as we want to, let's look at this a small ball. They want to bang out 10 runs a game by hitting the ball. They don't have any home runs, but they do have 6 triples and 12 doubles on the year.
And 4 of those triples come from Sean Laguerre alone. Tell me again while he's an all-star.
Exactly.
Matt DiFiore is up, the senior right fielder, hitting .441 with 4 runs knocked in.
Bigger lead on first and on second. Interesting.
Called strike on the outside edge, 0-1. For Attleboro, Evan Houle was expected to be the starting shortstop this year, but he injured his knee late in the basketball season. He's just come back to the team recently, so he's playing second base, and the normal second baseman, Owen Tabor's at short, where he's done a fine job. Now he's at second base looking for a pickoff throw. Saltmarsh steps off. We also have an announcement. Mark Houle, the Attleboro athletic director, sent out a press release about a half hour ago. There's a new football coach at Attleboro.
Somewhat local guy, as he has some experience locally.
Swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-2. And the KP fans should be interested since they play Attleboro every year in the Kelly Rex division.
We'll get to that announcement. I didn't know that Billy was going to slow down so much.
Yeah,
so
really.
Runners on base. More than enough time to get to Athletic Director Houle's announcement.
Saltmarsh waits. Curveball fouled off towards the Attleboro dugout. Fielded nicely. Count remains 0-2. Don't worry, KP fans. Brian Lee will be back for his 10th year on the KP sidelines.
And the expectations will be just as high as they always have been. So if you're on the football team, you might as well get in shape now.
Yeah.
And pouring out here for Saltmarsh. If you get this out, you might not pay as much attention to the runners.
High. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We have our first shout out from Attleboro South.
Okay.
St. Augustine, Florida. Tom Papahul, loud and clear. Sunny St. Augustine, very windy in 78. He's heading home soon, so he would like to see the weather warm up a little bit. We all would, Tom.
Just missing low. Think that was a good call. 2-2 to Doof DiFiore. 4 runs knocked in, 1 double on the year. No score, top of the second. First inning flew by. Second inning, they're making up for it.
Did you enjoy that first inning?
High. Full count to DiFiore.
We see there Billy Saltmarsh, a lot of times when he's off a bit, he'll miss high like that.
Bend your back, they say.
Yeah, exactly.
Bend your back.
Well, the old, you don't see too many of the Tom Severs and Nolan Ryan with the dragging the leg.
Getting the back knee dirty. Low, ball 4. That is 3 consecutive walks to load the bases with 1 out here in the top of the second. No score.
That'll prompt a visit from Steve Dunley. And at which point we can tell you about the new
Attleboro head football coach.
I'll just read the press release.
Rats, I didn't get the gig.
It's proud to announce, Attleboro High School is proud to announce Jim Winters as our new head football coach. From Marcool, AHS welcomes Coach Winters as our head football coach. He will ensure a culture of teamwork and leadership within our football and school community. I'm looking forward to working with Coach Winters and his planning to provide positive, impactful experiences for our student athletes and our local program. From Principal Rooney, he was impressed with Coach Winters' sense of family and the development of future leaders on and off the gridiron. Confident he'll be an asset to the Blue Pride community. We'll get quickly to his resume after this.
Max Robinson is up, the sophomore playing first base today. He's getting the start ahead of Dan Nineveh. Left-handed batter, looks at cold strike one, hitting 200 on the year, looking for his first RBI, and not a bad situation.
You know, a good chance for the sophomore. Only 5 at-bats on the year to go with a hit. Sure, he's a little bit nervous with the bases loaded.
Check swing. Ooh, and Hawkwater fielded that in foul territory, and I'm sitting on the third line, and unfortunately the umpire Barry got that call exactly right.
Yeah, it looked like Hawkwater wanted to spin, maybe step on home and get the first for the double play and get out of this jam that Saltmarsh kind of created for himself with 3 consecutive walks.
Curveball stays inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the non-superstitious Max Robinson, who wears number 13.
It's a good popular number. John Valentin, I think, wore 13 for the Red Sox back in the day.
Fastball, slowly hit towards the shortstop. Tabor is charging, has to go to first. Out at first. That's a fielder's choice and an RBI for Max Robinson. 1-0 KP.
No fielder's choice, just a 6
that's right.
Just a
6-3
out.
Sorry.
RBI.
Yep.
Saltmarsh, the righty, falls off to the first base side. If it was, say, blocked the lefty falling off to the third base side, might have been able to field it and get a play at the plate. Because of that slow roll of past Saltmarsh, Tabor had no choice but to go to first, had no outs anywhere else. Got the second out.
2 outs, 1-0 KP. Eli Reed is up, senior center fielder, which means he can pick him up and put him down. Called strike on a fastball from Saltmarsh. That's as hard as any pitch he's thrown today. Eli's got 4 runs knocked in. He's scored 7 and hitting .273, is that right?
Yeah, with a .360 on base percentage. Not nearly as good as the team's .473. So
really, .473 on base percentage?
That's incredible. And that .360 is a good on base percentage.
Yeah. Saltmarsh high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike for King Philip. 7-2 on the season. They've scored 90 runs, allowed 40. Attleboro is 3-5 on the year. They've scored 37 runs, allowed 57. There's a shot to right field.
Slicing.
On his horse is Hawkwater, dives in foul territory. Can't make the catch.
But just foul.
Yes. Wow, long run for Ben.
Good idea, I think, to dive. I think he knew, like, his feet were like on the foul line. And then he dove. If that's fair and you dive, that's going to be an inside the pocket run. And straight away right field. Nate George is fast, but he's not that fast.
Exactly. The wind is kind of blowing from the left field corner to the right field corner, sometimes swirling, so it's blowing in. So any high pop today is going to be difficult for both the infielders and outfielders.
Saltmarsh from the windup.
Yeah, with men on second and third.
Ooh, high pitch.
There's a shot to second base. Evan Hool, that's why he's a senior captain, fires to first, 4-3. And that will end the top of the second inning for King Philip. 1 run on no hits. 2 runners left on base. After 1.5, it is 2-0 King Philip.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to AACS. Christian Dane, Attleboro's cleanup hitter, steps into the box. He's got a .450 average, leads the team with 7 runs knocked in. And he's had an outstanding season at the plate. Fouls off the first pitch from Ryan Gately, 0-1.
Yeah, he's got a .519 on base as well. He's got a double, a triple, a home run. And that was a bomb home run. We called that game. And that was a grand slam.
Yes.
7 RBIs, 6 run scores.
Oh, change up. Swing and a miss, a little bit too early to Christian Dane. Also
two-sport or three-sport?
Three-sport, football and basketball.
That's right, football. I knew basketball.
And due to injuries, he played all over the place on Attleboro's defense this year. Fouls that back to stay alive. 0-2. He played defensive end, linebacker. Rover played some tight end on offense.
High school football, you got to be versatile, both
Yes.
sides of the ball, and wherever we need you, you step up and play.
Yeah. There's a shot to left field. Coming in was Kelly. Now he's going back.
He drops.
And he doesn't read it well because of this difficult wind.
Play the second.
Dane going for second, slides in safe. So he didn't touch the ball. It was a mental error, but is it a physical error?
I'm going to go with a double because I think he just lost it. He turned the wrong way at first, for sure.
Yeah.
And then I think the wind played some tricks on it. He turned it, dropped. I think more the mental error was not getting the ball in on time.
Yeah.
Because he should have, and Dane, because he was hustling around second base, I think he lost the ball as well.
Yeah. So Christian Dane will call that a double. Stepping up is Matt Harvey, speaking of football players. And I loved it. Matt Harvey started as the JV quarterback. After the 3rd game of the year, was called up to be the varsity quarterback. And he also was the long snapper. Ground ball towards third base. Sensai across the diamond in time. Dane stays at second. Good defense, KP there. 1 out.
Yeah, he did a nice job. He looked Christian back to second base and pretty much all the way back. So Christian had no chance of advancing to third base on that. So Matt Harvey would come in with a 286 and 375 on base percentage.
Thank you. That's mine. My comb fell out of my back pocket. Jamie Block is up, heading to UMaine Farmington. Is that right?
You still carry a Fonzie comb in your back pocket?
Hey. I don't use it. The look is already perfect. Fouls it off. 0-1 to Jamie Block. He's the first baseman.
Jamie credited with 3 doubles on the year. Broke up a no-hitter.
Called strike, breaking ball, top part of the zone. 0-2.
I think Jamie called that one for the home plate umpire. It kind of made a grimacing look. Like, Jamie, don't stay stoic until after the call is made. He may have called it high.
Breaking ball, check swing, he went, but the ball's in the dirt. Dane goes to third. Throw to first is bounced down there, but
he's out though.
Yep, nice play by number 13, Robinson. So that's a strikeout and a 2-3 if you're scoring at home.
You should be.
And moving to third is Christian Dane. 1-0 KP. Attleboro has 2 outs here with Aiden Hawkwater coming up, the catcher.
And I'll call that a wild pitch to get him down the third base. Because it did bounce before the plate. So
stop. Just trickles by the catcher Crawford, but he got enough of it to prevent Dane from trying to streak home. Watching KP warm up before the game, some of the long throws number 21 Crawford was making. I mean, we're talking 250-foot throws.
They teach him to do that. The long throw really stretches the arm out, and it comes in so handy.
Fastball is fouled up and up, but I'm telling you, watching the throw, my arm got sore watching. What's the count to Aiden?
1-1. And just to give Crawford some credit on that first pitch, he did enough to block it, did not roll far enough away.
Right.
And credit to Gately, who immediately broke to the plate. Christian could not score from third.
Breaking ball, high pop up into short right field. Back is Sullivan, the second baseman, makes the call, and none of these pop-ups are easy in this breeze today. So for the Bombardiers, no runs, 1 hit, so they have 2 in the game, and 1 runner left on base. After 2 complete, the Warriors won, the Bombardiers nothing.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
We're going to come back a little bit early here at AACS 15 Sports. Kevin, what do you know about Attleboro's new football coach, Jim Winters, just announced 45 minutes ago?
He's got some good football experience, some good Hockomock experience. He was the Oliver Ames assistant coach from 06 to 14.
Okay.
He was the Silver Lake High School offensive coordinator from 15 to 18. He was the Norton offensive coordinator in 2019 before going back to Silver Lake High School, where he was the head coach for the last 2 seasons, 2020 and 2021, 2 of the probably tougher years because of the pandemic, and who knows what he had to deal with there, with like every coach. And now he's the new Attleboro football coach, taking over now.
Travis Crawford, the sophomore catcher, is up. Lead-off catcher looks at strike 1. Travis has seen 4 pitches now, all strikes. He's got 14 runs scored on the year, hitting .441. He's knocked in 7. That's a lot for a leadoff hitter.
Yeah.
Missing outside, 1-1.
It just goes to show you how many people get on base for King Philip, and how you average 10 runs a game. Everyone's getting on base.
Right.
Important.
Ooh, curveball, swing and a miss, 1-2.
Dealing with the wind here, I'm missing pitches now.
Yeah.
Important for Saltmarsh. He had a 28-pitch inning back in the second inning. He's up to 40 coming into this inning.
Breaking ball slashed into right field. There goes the no-hitter on 1 hop to Ben Hawkwater. A solid single for Travis Crawford. Boy, in a league as good as the Hockomock League, to be a sophomore and to be a varsity catcher and leadoff hitter, I think he might be a decent athlete, Kev.
Well, yeah, and what he did there is he looked like he guessed correctly. Curveball, sat on it and broke just away from him, and he didn't try to pull it. Shortened the swing. Very quick hands. Went to right field. Now you got your leadoff player on with 14 runs scored on the year, to go along with 6 stolen bases. And we know Saltmarsh likes to keep an eye on the runners.
Yes, And there he goes. Pitches out, called strike, throws down. 7th stolen base of the year for Crawford.
And that was a called strike. Called strike. Hawkwater's throw was just a little bit high. I'm not sure if they would have got him now, even on a perfect throw.
Matt Kelly, the junior left fielder, he also plays football for the Warriors, hitting .452, 9 runs knocked in the season with a double. And as we've learned, like I was in high school, he's vocal in the dugout.
Bunt.
Although we just had benches, not dugouts. Back to Saltmarsh, takes the out at first base. Moving to third is Travis Crawford. I believe that's just the 2nd successful sacrifice of the year for KP.
It's funny, I was about to mention too, I'm like, well, the reason why they don't have to sacrifice is they have 37 stolen bases on the year. And then here they go and sacrifice. Nice play by Jamie Block. He was charging in, and Evan Hull was holding him on second base, so Evan wasn't able to get over to first base on the bunt because they don't bunt much. Jamie did a good job of backpedaling, catching the ball, finding the base, and holding Crawford at third base, who advanced to third on the bunt.
Called strike on a breaking ball low and in to Sean Laguerre, who's going to the University of Miami for academics, where I worked in 1984 and 1985.
Long time ago. Attleboro's infield in all the way around.
Hitting .600 on the season. There's a shot
Deep
to center field,
running.
up in the wind. Back is Nate George, over his head. and bounces over the fence on one hop. And that is well over that's closer to 390, I think, or 300, at least 380 feet out there. A long ground rule double. It's 380, okay, to center field. That was a little bit towards right center. Laguerre, again, well, now hitting more than 6. Well,
no, he lowered his average.
that's right. He's 1 for 2, so he lowered his average from 600. He's at second. Yep.
13 for 22 now.
2-0 now for KP as he drove in Crawford. Throwing to second, there's no one there, and Hool with a sliding, diving stop.
I'm sure that makes Father Hool and Grandpa Hool a little nervous as Evans coming back from a knee injury.
Hope he slid on the good knee.
Yes.
And again, it wasn't an ACL or MCL injury. It was basically a dislocated kneecap.
Right.
Called strike on the outside edge to Ben Sensai, the junior third baseman. I got 0-1. What do you got?
I got 0-1.
Thank you. Sensai hitting 393 in the season. He's knocked in 11 runs, which I think leads the team. 3 doubles and a triple.
No, I got Laguerre at 15.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're right. There it is, right above him.
I love when people say that. You're right.
Yeah. No way. Kevin just gave you fake news. Listen to me and nobody else.
So would that pitch miss just a little bit high?
Yeah.
The last one? I guess, right?
Yep.
Over his head, a little bit high.
Yeah, over his head. Sensai.
Holding him tight at second.
Ooh, that's a called strike. Yes, Brendan didn't like that call, but I think our home plate umpire, Brian Barry, got him right.
Since last inning, kind of hit a swinging bunt up the third base line. Aiden Hawkwater jumping out, throwing him out at first base to get the first out of the second inning.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch from Saltmarsh. 1 run in, another in scoring position. 2-0 KP on a blustery cold day. High and inside, 2-2. Just thought of Winnie the Pooh in the blustery day. Wow.
One of these days, I just like to jump into the head, see what's actually going on in there.
Want me to do an Eeyore impression?
If you must.
No, I got a better one. Fouled back. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is really a wonderful thing. The tops are made out of rubber, the bottoms are made out of spring. They're flouncy, bouncy, jouncy, trouncy, fun, 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 fun. The most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. Ooh, I'm the only one. Back to the game. I don't let other people shred my credibility. I do it myself.
Gee, Davey.
I don't know, Davey. That's the dog from Davey and Goliath. High, 3-2 to Brendan Sensai. And keep in mind that Billy Saltmarsh was throwing only strikes until we mentioned he was throwing only strikes.
Yes, exactly.
Just a note to the Saltmarshes. Next start, we'll keep our mouths shut. Nice lead out there at second base for Laguerre. High pop up. That's going to be trouble. Hool near the foul territory, stays under it and makes the catch on a much tougher play than it looked. That's a fair ball, 2 outs, runner remains in scoring position, 2-0 KP.
Laguerre was smart on that. He went back to tag on it, and Hool, not only does he play it well, catches it, spins right away in case he was throwing, was ready to throw the third base. Well played all around, but that's a tough win. The higher up it gets, the windier it gets up there. Nice play.
Ryan Gately comes up. 9 runs knocked in, 2 doubles on the season. He walked and scored KP's first run. I have him as hitting 370. Ball high for Saltmarsh as that ball came out of his hand wrong. He grimaced, not in pain, but grimaced in frustration as soon as it left his hand. By the way, Evan Hool, is he a 3-sport captain? I know he was co-captain of basketball and baseball. He's on the golf team. Called strike on the inside edge, 1-1.
I'm not sure. I'll have to find that out.
Yeah.
Because he had a good golf season too.
Yeah. See if Papa Tom knows the answer to that.
Well, he's listening in in Attleboro South, St. Augustine, where the Bosches and the Hools are.
Wow.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Laguerre keeping his feet active there on the leadoff second. Curve ball catches the inside edge. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ryan.
If these pitchers can learn continue to hit that inside corner, none of the batters want to swing at it. If they do, they're going to hurt their hands. And that's a tough pitch that's been consistent now on the inside corner. 1-2.
These guys are using composite bats. You want to talk about your hands hurting on an inside pitch. Try the old wooden bats. That ball was low. Nice stop by Aiden Hawkwater. 2-2.
60 feet, 6 inches from the rubber to the plate. That one went 60 feet.
Yeah.
He did about 6 more inches on that.
And Aiden showing us why catchers wear chest protectors. Saul Marsh looks at second. Ground ball towards Tabor. It's short. Long throw across his body in time. 6-3. So for King Philip. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 runner left on base. After 2.5 innings, it is King Philip 2, Attleboro nothing on AACS 15 Sports.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Oh, God, are you kidding me? It was a time in my life.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
I've got a lot of useless information up here, Paul.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Kevin. I'm
are.
Paul Healy.
I'm Paul Healy, folks.
He's Kevin. Lots of useless information. Callahan. Wow.
Evan was not captain of the golf team.
He wasn't.
Just a participant. Had no leadership skills in golf. Saved them all for basketball and baseball.
Okay. Which is why he had the nickname Evan 3-putt Hool. Dave Angel is on our crew and is directing the broadcast. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Here's Coach Plimpton for KP
Trying to get a shout out.
Yeah. Coach Plimpton, he's also a KP grad in his 2nd year as head coach. 4th year, 3rd season for Attleboro's head coach Dunley. This is Evan Hool. His first at-bat here in the bottom of the 3rd. Ground ball into the hole, cut off by the 3rd baseman, Sensai. High throw across the diamond.
Oh.
Backed up by the catcher, Crawford, who can pick him up and put him down. I think that's an E5.
I was going to go with an E5, and you may have heard me say, oh, I would have liked to see Evan make the attempt for second base and possibly get the call for interference on the first baseman. He didn't make the attempt, so then, look, it's all bang bang in the moment, and he would have been thrown out at second, most likely.
This is Nate George, the senior center fielder. We'll tell you something interesting about Nate in a second. Low ball 1, that gets by. Crawford moving to second base on a wild pitch is Evan Hool. But I was talking to Kevin before the game, who's more engrossed in Attleboro baseball, the minutia, than I am. Nate George, he's hitting 9th, doesn't have a great average. But according to Coach Dunley, he might have hit more hard balls than any other Bombardier this season, but he's been snake bit.
He's got a contact rate of over.
Squares to bunt. Fielding
beauty.
it is Gately. He has to go to first base. Diving slide, but he's out at first. Moving to 3rd is Hool with 1 out. That's a sacrifice bunt for Nate.
Just to finish up on George, he's the one, if you remember the game against North Attleboro, hit that rocket to 3rd base that was caught by the, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank, Dylan Harding at 3rd base in double play, and that was as hard a hit ball as we saw all game, and he's hit a lot of those this year.
Ben Hawkwater, the left-handed hitting right fielder, looks at ball 1 low. He struck out swinging in the 1st inning. 2-0 KP in the bottom of the 3rd. Attleboro with a runner at 3rd, 1 out.
Ben has 2 RBIs on the year, 304 on base percentage.
That's fouled off towards Brennan Middle School.
If you're an Attleboro coach right now, you are looking for some contact past the pitcher. King Philip is giving the run to Attleboro up the middle, actually across the board with the exception of pitcher and third base. Everybody is back. So a ground ball past the pitcher will score the run.
Called strike 1 and 2 to Hawkwater, and getting a huge secondary lead at third base is Evan Houle.
Well, there's been some balls, some wild pitches, and the ball will just skip on the turf past the catcher. Just won't die.
Yeah.
So you have to take advantage of those.
Curveball, nice job to stay alive by Ben. A late swing. Good job, Ben. 1 and 2.
That's what you have to do if you can learn the art of fouling off a ball that you know is going to be called a strike.
Yeah.
Just to stay alive, and that's exactly what Ben did.
Wait, back in his foot. There's a shot down the line. Diving stop by Robinson at first. Records the out himself. So that's going to be a 3 unassisted and an RBI. It's 2-1, an RBI for Hawkwater.
And you got to give Coach Plimpton credit. He played his defense back there. If the infield was in, that is past the first baseman and probably a double with Ben Hawkwater's speed. By playing a team back, a team that's averaging 10 runs a game.
Yes.
Playback will give up the run. It's 2-1. Ball low. And now Gately, the starting pitcher for King Philip, more comfortable going out of the windup with nobody on base. Can reset the whole thing with 2 outs.
And they're throwing that ball out of play, so I assume when it was fouled off. We just had a ball fouled off that hit the Brennan Middle School, and I wonder if it left a cut or mar on the hide of the ball. Fastball is fouled back. What's the count?
1 ball, 1 strike.
To Peter Del Pozo. He had a base hit to center field in the first inning and was stranded. Actually erased on a double play.
That was going back to Evan Houle. That's the first run scored. He scored this season. He had the walk-off RBI against Stowe, and I think it's only his 3rd game back.
Breaking ball, called strike. 1 ball, 2 strike. Again, I should wait and let the umpire, Brian Barry, make the call before I do.
Well, it's not like on softball coverage where he's only 10 feet away from us. He's actually about 60 feet away from us. He may not hear you as well.
Just a bit high, 2 and 2. And again, I graduated Westboro High in '76. He's a graduate of our biggest rival, Algonquin. That was Northboro and Southboro High.
Must have a lot of listeners from there for this game.
Oh yeah, fouled it off. Count remains 2 and 2. He's a contemporary of at Algonquin of Mike Sherman. Actually, he was a little bit after Mike Sherman, who, of course, my sister Mary dated for a little while.
Of course, I was just thinking that. That was a pretty amicable breakup, if I remember correctly.
Yes, well, it was, actually.
Yeah. Both good people.
Just misses inside, 3 and 2.
Tough one to take. That one's been called a strike on the inside corner today.
No, it was an amiable breakup because my sister Mary was going to Colorado State. He was going to college more locally. They both realized 2,000 miles, this isn't going to work.
Yeah, no.
All 4 high.
They were really smart on that. You know, they had a good conversation about it. It worked out well for both. I give them both credit.
Okay, next time you have a relationship issue, to heck with Dear Abby. Dear Kevin.
Dear Kevin. I'll help anybody, whether anyone listens or not.
There it is. Owen Tabor is up, hit into a double play, 6-4-3 in the first inning. His average is .267, but he has a better on-base percentage.
Only .538.
Wow.
Del Pozo with 3 stolen bases on the year, 4 attempts.
Ball 1 low, nice stop by the catcher Crawford. 1-0 to Owen, who had a nice play defensively today.
Wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a little hit-and-run action here going. Tabor makes good contact, is making better contact this year than last year. And Del Pozo has some speed on the bases.
Ooh, that was closer than it should have been. At first base, diving back was Del Pozo. Wind is kind of going now again from the left field corner to the right field corner.
Umpire Christian Dane called him safe at first on the pickoff play.
He's the first. Fouled off towards the Bristol Glass official parking lot behind us. 1 ball, 1-1 to Owen.
The Bristol Glass official parking spot's about 1,200 feet away.
Yes, that's near the softball field where Kevin had his windshield broken last year. Nice lead by Del Pozo. Slow breaking ball from Gately, called strike 1 and 2. Ryan Gately, 2 wins, 1 loss on the season, came in with 17 innings pitched, allowed 11 runs, only 8 of them earned. He struck out 21 in 17 innings, and as Kevin told you earlier, walked only 4. Throwback, Del Pazzo in before the throw.
As a team, King Philip only has 16 walks in 59 innings of pitch for a 1.24 whip. Walks and hits divided by.
Ooh, a shot towards the KP dugout. Their coach jumped back inside. That ball hit the fence so hard it might be warped.
that made a rocket sound, like a weird ping sound.
That was like a shot, a Pasternak shot off the post.
I was gonna say, if this was a hockey coverage, you'd want to count that as some sort of shot on net or something.
There it is. We'll tell you about that in a second. Del Pazzo's trying to steal. Shot to left field. Base hit. But he hit it too darn hard. What's the matter with Tabor? He hit the ball too darn hard, and Del Pazzo had to stop at second. Oh, wait a minute. Base hit's a good thing.
Yes. No, well played. I think the left fielder had designs on laying out for that.
Yep.
Ball thought better of it and held it up at just the advancement of 90 feet by Del Pazzo. First and second for Christian Dame.
Third hit of the game for the Bombardiers. Christian had a double to left field that got caught up in the wind. Breaking ball fouled off behind us. 0-1 to Christian.
Off to Brendan Middle School on a hump. 0-1 to the team's leading hitter. Christian Dame is now 12 for 25 on the season, so closing in on 500 with a 519 on base percentage.
Missing inside, 1-1. Christian's older sister was a dynamite soccer player at Attleboro, and I think, is it Eastern Illinois Tech? I think that's it.
I think you mentioned that last
Where
game.
she's playing soccer,
yes. Good leads all around.
Breaking ball, stays with it, but a ground ball to the shortstop Laguerre, flips it to the second baseman Sullivan, and that will end the inning, the third out. So for the Bombardiers, they get 1 run on 1 hit and 1 runner left on base.
And I believe that would be an unearned run, correct? Yeah, because Evan reached on an error and scored.
Yes. So no earned. So after 3 completed, it's King Philip 2, Attleboro 1 on AACS 15 Sports.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. King Philip with a 2-1 lead heading into the 4th inning will send up their 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Kevin, we just heard the difference between high school baseball and pro baseball. The walk-up music lasts for about 30 seconds in pro baseball.
Well, the second song lasts 30 seconds. They get the whole first song in of 5.5.
Yeah. They tried to play a tune there. It just started up, had to pull it off. Here comes Will Astorino, the junior DH today. Walked and was stranded at third in the second. Swings and misses at a pitch on the outside part of the plate from Saltmarsh, 0-1. Astorino comes in hitting .375. He's knocked in a couple of runs, has a double.
Big kid.
Yeah. Shot up the middle, base hit. Third of the game for the Warriors. Leadoff runner is on for KP in the top of the 4th. Try to see almost...
Second in a row where King Philip has had their leadoff man on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 3rd inning in a row. that they've had their leadoff man on.
No. Second inning, the first batter was grounded out 2-3. And then the next,
You're right.
then they walked 3 in a row. Squaring to bunt, fouled back by Matt DiFiore, the senior right fielder, hitting .441 with 4 runs batted in and a couple of stolen bases. 0-1 to Matt.
Second inning in a row that one of their first 2 batters reached base. That's what I meant to say.
Kevin, we've gone over this. Leave the mistakes to me, where people expect them.
Exactly. I'm making a mistake. I have to switch into my Paul Healy voice.
Hi, Paul Healy. I think good. Astorino with a pretty
Big
aggressive lead for someone with no stolen bases. Bunt back to Saltmarsh. Has to go to first for the out, moving to second on the sacrifice. So KP has more successful sacrifice bunts today than they had all season long.
Yes. Saltmarsh had an inkling of going to second. I think thought better of it. Astorino had a good jump.
Either that or he read Coach Dunley's mind.
The screaming.
Max Robinson is up. Left-handed hitting sophomore. Getting started first base today. He's already made 1 nice defensive play.
Is it Robeson or Robinson?
Oh, Robeson, you're right.
I was wondering if the N was missing as well.
It's Robeson.
It is okay. That's how I wrote it, and I checked your roster.
No, it's Robeson. I apologize to the Robeson family.
I'm sure you're the first one ever to make that mistake.
So he's not superstitious. He wears number 13, but he would prefer to have his name pronounced properly. Runner at second, 1 out. Check swing, fouled it off. 0-1 to Max.
I think that was that splitter there.
Yeah. Late break. Oh, look at the smile on Saltmarsh's face. He knew that was a good pitch.
Good pitch.
So Max is now, what, 2 for 6 on the year? No, 1 for 6 in the year. He ground out to shortstop, but drove in KP's first run with that in the second inning.
If the game were to end right now, that would be the game-winning RBI, is how they calculate it in baseball. Would not be the game-winning
Kevin,
goal
we've talked
in
about
hockey.
mistakes. That was their first run.
Yeah, that's how they do it in baseball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if they win this game 10-9, but Attleboro never ties it up, that the first RBI would be the game-winning RBI. In hockey, it would be the 10th run that would score. Yeah, so it would be the second RBI, which would be Laguerre would have the game-winning RBI if this was hockey.
Speaking of hockey, Bruins against Sabres tonight. Hope this game ends before the 7 o'clock puck drop.
Especially on Hockey Night in Attleboro.
Yes, hard ground ball to Tabor. One hands it across the diamond in time. 6-3 at first if you're scoring at home.
And why wouldn't you be?
Moving to third base is Will Astorino. So runner on third, 2 outs, 2-1 KP in the top of the 4th.
Tell you, Tabor does that very well, throwing on the run to first base with confidence, making it easy for block at first base. Does a nice job of running it in, making sure that no advancement by Astorino. 2
And
outs.
if you're young, confident, and still have cartilage, boy, that's a fun play to make.
Fun play to make. Yeah, you look like you enjoy that, you know.
Eli Reed is up. Eli ground out to second base in the second inning. Looks at ball 1 high. Came into the game hitting .273 with 4 runs knocked in. He's got 7 runs scored because he's a center fielder, which means he's fast.
Exactly. Important third out here, potential for Attleboro before KP turns the order over.
Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Eli from Billy Saltmarsh, the commit to UMass Dartmouth.
The top 3 in the order for King Phil combined for 43 hits on the year. Ooh, he stumbled out of the box.
Spinning ball towards second base. Houle fields it. Shot puts it over to first base. I've seen Evan make smoother throws than that before, but that got to first base in time. 4-3 if you're scoring at home. And in that 4th inning, no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on for KP. After 3.5, they have a 2-1 lead on AACS 15 Sports. And speaking of foul balls,
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com. W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy with Kevin Callahan, David Angel. Help us set up today. Peter Bray running the graphics. Dave will be editing this later. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Quarterback Matt Harvey steps to the plate. The left fielder, obviously playing left field today, not quarterback.
Not quarterback.
Ball one low from the outstanding Ryan Gately, the KP pitcher, 1-0.
Harvey grounded out the third back in the second inning on his second pitch.
Slightly open stance towards the hole, cut off by the third baseman Sensai. Across the diamond in time, Robinson with a catch. One up, one down.
Nice play by the first baseman Robinson for King Philip to hold the bag as it was pulling him off. I always like that play. And you always say that. I love when the third baseman cuts off the shortstop. He's got the momentum. It saves an extra 2 steps on a play. So if you do have a throw like that that's just a little bit off, you have time to recover.
Jamie Block is up, the first baseman. Struck out swinging. First pitch off the handle. Back to the pitcher Gately. He makes the out, 1-3. And again, back in my day, if that was a wooden bat, Jamie's hands would be stinging until next week.
Now, the aluminum bats I used in high school, my hands would be stinging for a week after that one as well, too. So. Gately comes into this inning at 45 pitches, averaging 15, only at 3 pitches now in this inning as Aiden Hawkwater comes to the plate.
The catcher popped up to second his first time. That's I think a slider. It's had kind of a late break. Called strike one to Aiden.
Good, the air conditioner just kicked in,
yeah,
so that's good.
Really,
It's starting to get a little balmy here.
Popped up towards the right side. We'll see if that'll make it out of play. It's out of our view. Second baseman Sullivan after it. And I guess it's out of play because no one reacted much. 2 strikes. I was talking to the mom of one of the KP players, Dan Nineveh. Dan's also a football player, by the way, before the game. And I was asking her, do you know where the thermostat is?
That's the person you told your Dan's mom, right?
Yes,
she didn't know?
She actually remembered me from the Plainville School Committee debates on North TV, where I was one of the panelists. Swing and a miss. Hawkwater with a strikeout, and that's just the third of the game.
Third of the game, yeah.
For Ryan Gately. So for the Bombardiers, 3 up, 3 down after 4 complete, 2-1 KP, and my hands are getting cold.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Okay, you should have seen that, folks. The wind just kicked up. Kevin and I scurrying all over the place, diving on papers to keep them from blowing away.
Coach Pagano laughing at me.
At us, not with us.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
No, it's 2 games.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Our home plate umpire is Brian Barry, went to Algonquin Regional High School in Northborough, Mass. The base umpire is Peter Kirsch, went to St. Mary's of Worcester. And St. Mary's of Worcester is now, it's closed. My father refereed a ton of basketball games there. The gym was tiny. There was the black line for the out-of-bounds line. The stands were right against it. And then a second red line, like a foot or two into the court where you stood behind when you inbounded the ball. There was a track around the top of the court, so you couldn't shoot from the corners. Called strike one. I should get back to this baseball game.
The local equivalent at St. John the Evangelist School, where they have local youth tournaments. Tom Popple helped organize tournaments there. And the gym.
Called strike two, 0-2 to Travis Crawford, the sophomore catcher who has struck out swinging, had a base hit to right field and scored a run. Back to St. John's.
Well, it has an overhang for the bleachers hanging over the court.
Swing and a miss and a fastball out of the strike zone. That's a strikeout for the sophomore Travis Crawford, and I guarantee you when he's a senior, he won't be swinging at that
Well,
pitch.
the thing is, he was frustrated. He didn't like the second pitch.
Yeah.
That was on the inside corner up by the letters, and I think that 0-2 gun to his head, and Saltmarsh came back with high heat that he just couldn't lay off.
Yep.
And I think he was still thinking
Yeah.
about. But to your point, as a sophomore,
Yeah.
kind of gets in your head. As a senior, you learn.
Right. This brings up Matt Kelly, a footballer who was struck out looking and had a sacrifice bunt in the third inning. Looks at strike one.
Ball one.
Ball one.
Yeah.
1-0. Fouls that back.
That's
one,
strike one.
There's 1 ball, 1 strike. I was Kreskin.
So that basketball court,
Yeah.
it's the back court. Once you cross, you had to get over half court
Yep.
in the allotted time. But the back court foul wasn't half court. It was back in between half court and the top of the 3-point circle.
Really?
Because the court was so small. And the out of bounds, if you had a size 12, you were stepping out of bounds on 3-point attempts.
Fouled off to the left.
So your Lorenzo Wilsons, Colleen Charleses of the world, if they were there, like, no, you can't shoot a 3. You're out of bounds. You with the smaller feet, Callahan, get over there.
1-2 for Matt Kelly. You know, they used to call basketball courts cages, like the Curry Hicks cage at UMass. Hold on. That's foul towards the Cars. Ooh, that hit one of them. Didn't sound like a windshield, though, so no one's calling Bristol Glass. 1-2 to Matt Kelly, who's talking to Matt a little bit before the game. He's got some personality. Knocked in 9 runs on the season. Slow breaking ball, just misses low, 2-2. So anyway, the court, Forbes School in my hometown, which was the old high school, I went there in 6th grade, still had the caged fence. Concrete stands on only one side, tiny court, which made it perfect for indoor soccer.
Oh, sure.
Big curveball up high in the zone, fouled off to the right by Matt Kelly. Count remains 2-2. Matt has scored 15 runs on the season, which I believe is second to Sean Laguerre, who's got 16.
Yes, correct.
Say that again, I don't hear that enough.
I can't.
Swing and a miss. 4th strikeout now for Billy Saltmarsh. And it's been a really off and on performance today for Billy.
Well, he's been on the first, third, fourth. Now this in the second inning, he just got himself into a whole boatload of trouble.
Yeah.
With the 3 consecutive walks. Without wanting to jinx it, those are his only 3 walks of the game. They were just back to back.
Nice
to
going,
back.
Kevin.
There it is, ball one.
Sean, Hawkwater took that off the right hand, shakes it off though. He wants to stay in. Ball one to the outstanding Sean Laguerre. Hockomock League All-Star shortstop last season as a junior, hitting 600, or came in hitting 600. 15 runs knocked in, 4 of the team's 6 triples. Called strike, outside edge, he knew it, 1-1.
Saltmarsh has done a nice job even on the first 2 pitches. Yes, the first one bounced, but the second one, I don't think he was looking fastball. That might be the only fastball he sees us at bat.
Yep.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside, 2-1, and again, I'm no pitching coach, but I think Billy's better when he works quicker.
Yeah.
And King Philip, they have so much speed on the bases, he can't do that when they get a man on.
You know, King Philip comes in averaging almost 4 stolen bases a game, so you have to respect that.
Yeah.
So he's doing everything he can just to take a step or 2 away from him.
Called strike to Laguerre, 2-2. 8 stolen bases on the season for Sean. And he's one of those kids who just looks confident in the batter's box.
And you're 3-hitter. You want him up
Yep.
there. You want him confident.
Oh, foul tip, and that went off Hawkwater's hand.
So it tipped off like the handle of the bat as he tried to kind of get away from it. And that's 2 off of Hawkwater's hand. And you talked about the bat stinging. I mean, on a cold day, I mean, that's going to hurt on a 90-degree day, on a 45-degree day. It's,
Sean Laguerre shows some compassion for Aiden and hands him his catcher's mask. 2-2. Laguerre is ground out to shortstop and a double to center field for an RBI. Fastball fouled up and away. Salt Marsh's shirt is now untucked. 2-2.
86. So if Saltmarsh wants to come back for one more inning, he's at 86. This is pitch number 87. I believe it's 105. So is your pitch count.
Big curveball slapped towards Houle at second base. Evan fields it well. There's the Evan Houle throw we're used to. A 1-2-3 inning. So Saltmarsh let up a single to lead off the 4th inning. Has now retired 6 straight. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base after 4.5 innings. 2 runs on 3 hits for King Philip. 1 run on 3 hits for the Bombardiers. We'll be back on AACS 15 Sports.
Sweet strawberry icing. You were strolling along in goodwill when just past that mid-century side table and denim jacket you spotted them, nestled in their display case. Miniature donut earrings. Oh, yes! Yes! Your favorite half-breakfast pastry, half-all-day dessert food, made into your favorite form of ear candy. Oh, my. Those bejeweled sprinkles have satisfied some unknown hunger within you. Shh. Do you smell that? That's the sugary scent of shopping success. For this is Goodwill. And with every item you buy, you fund local job training and more. So go forth. Bring home those donut earrings. And bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. 2-1 KP as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Co-captain Evan Houle is up, second baseman. Shot, one hop, a bullet to Laguerre at short. And Laguerre is going to make that play 999 times out of 1,000. 6-3 if you're scoring at home, 1 up, 1 down. Evan had reached on an error, advanced on a wild pitch, and scored Attleboro's only one.
We do have a quick update. We think it's 5th inning over in King Philip. The softball team trailing King Philip, Attleboro trailing 7-0.
George swings at the first pitch. Diving stop, Laguerre.
No, that went through.
He's gonna, no, he got it.
Oh, he did get it,
held
but
on, didn't throw. That's going to be an infield hit, Attleboro's 4th hit of the game.
And today, George, we talked about in his first at bat, has hit into more hard outs.
Yes.
And we saw the line drive out to Harding at third base in the North Attleboro game to finally get a bleeder, not a bleeder, off the end of the bat, well placed hit, and he beat it out easily without a throw. Good for him.
Top of the order, number 1, Ben Hawkwater is struck out swinging and knocked in a run when he hit a shot to the diving Max Robeson at first base for KP. That drove in Attleboro's only run. They throw to first base. Diving back is Nate George. Nate's got good speed.
Yeah, he's 4 for 4 stealing this year. We saw him steal quite often last year when he got on.
That's a called strike. Ben looking at a breaking ball, wasn't where he wanted it, lets it go. 0-1.
Did you mention his RBI? I can't.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, because that was through the infield that was playing back.
Right.
That would have probably gone for a double.
Diving back. Oh, look at that. Nate George dives back to first base and does a couple of push-ups before he stands up.
Del Pazzo was in my way. I couldn't see him.
Nicely, there goes George on a slow breaking ball.
Great pitch to run on.
Exactly, because Crawford's got a cannon arm, but that curveball low into the dirt. And then Laguerre tries to fool him, but faking the throw back to the pitcher. That didn't work. The wind just blew my phone off the table. Stolen base for Nate George, his 5th of the season.
So for the 3rd time today, Attleboro has a runner in, I'm sorry, 4th time today, Attleboro has a runner in scoring position.
1-1 is the count to the batter. Fouled off over Coach Pagano, who again makes no effort for it.
0.
We talked about that. I was talking to Coach Pagano before the game because we gave him a hard time last game we covered.
Really quick, the count's 2-2.
Thank you. When he made little effort on ground balls hit down that way, he explained to me he had just come from the spa. He had just paid for a really expensive mani pedi, and he didn't want to risk cracking a nail.
I mean, he gets one every other day.
I thought it was that often, really? I thought it was every other week. He's good to himself.
No, he likes himself.
3 balls, 2 strikes, and boy, we're going to hear about that later. Remember how cooperative he used to be in getting us stats and stuff? Full count to Ben Hawkwater with a tying run in scoring position in the bottom of the 5th. Good eye and a nice stop by the catcher, Crawford, who could play for my team any day. That's ball 4. So how many walks today for Gately?
That would be, I think
that's
just
the first.
I thought one other person. Let me see here. No, that is the first. You are correct.
Yep, that's only the 5th walk he's issued all season. He has hit 2 batters.
And only the 17th walk on the season for King Philip.
I had my head down. Ground ball to second. They're going to try to turn the double play. Sullivan to Laguerre. Laguerre wisely holds on to the ball, so now there's 2 outs and runners at the corners. Reaching first is Del Pazzo on a fielder's choice. He had a base hit to center field in the 1st and a walk in the 3rd.
I think that was a design play. It looked like you said he was going to go for this double play. He spun like he was going to go to first and kept spinning and wanted to get George leading off a 3rd on a just in case. Everybody held the ball. George didn't take the bait.
I hate to say this, Kevin. I think you're absolutely right. This brings up the number 3 hitter, Owen Tabor. Hit a smash into a double play in the 1st. Base hit to left field in the 3rd. Swings and misses at that pitch. 0-1 to Owen.
Tabor looked like he wanted to give Attleboro a 4-2 lead on that swing. The wind, I think, is blowing in right now. Looking at the flag behind us.
It is in now. Yep.
Just a little poke through the through a hole here. Owen to tie it up.
Breaky ball, check swing. Nice stop by the catcher Crawford. 1 ball, 1 strike to Owen.
Didn't know if Del Pazzo would go, kind of like that dirt ball read, and did not go. 1st and 3rd, there is 2 outs.
Of course, it's not really a dirt ball on these Tefno turf fields. It's a billions and billions of little ground up bits of tires. Big curveball. Misses. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And to show the King Philip fans that I'm not 100% biased, I'm not sure where that one missed.
I know, really.
Counts 2-1. I have it at 1-2.
Ryan Gately on the mound. Oh, there's a fastball. A lot of juice on that one. Fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Tabor tough time catching up to that high heat there.
Gately, I love him for a couple of reasons. One, he changes speed so well. He works quickly, and he wears my favorite baseball number, 6. Rico Petrocelli of the Boston Red Sox in '67 wore that number.
First base coach Tim Callahan's old number, 6.
That's right. Runner is going, pitches high.
Wow. He got a jump and a half. I'm going to call it a stolen base. It was, they forgot him on it almost looked like by the jump that he was going for the windup, but he wasn't. They just said take second and let him go down.
Runners on 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs here. Attleboro down 2-1, bottom of the 5th. I'd say this is a clutch situation.
Clutch 2nd and 3rd. You got your 3 hitter up, Tabor, who has 2 RBIs on the season, going along with 6 runs scored, and Del Pazzo's getting a huge lead on second base right now. So anything makes it to the outfield, Del Pazzo will try to score.
Oh, it hits him, and they're going to say he didn't move. Called strike.
Oh, how can it be a strike, though? It hit him. How can that be a strike? You can call it a ball 4. He didn't. Oh,
he's saying he extended his arm. Okay, the umpire is saying he extended his arm into the path of the ball.
Oh.
That's a gutsy call by the home plate umpire.
Because I don't think it's a strike, in my opinion. I don't think it's a so.
Brian Barry.
It's not. They call it a ball.
Yeah.
You don't. I get the idea of, you're not leaning into it, but that's in a 2-1 game. You're right. It's a gutsy call. I personally disagree with it. I will go back and watch it. And the next game that we do, I'll do a mea culpa if you think. But I'll go on record and say that I should have been ball 4.
Yeah, he's called out on the hit by pitch, and the umpire was indicating that he extended his upper arm into the path of the ball, intentionally letting it hit him. You know, Don Baylor would just stand still and let him hit him. All right, we've got to get to a break, so that's a huge, I got a big star on my scorebook because that is a huge call in this game. 2-1 King Philip after 5 innings.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Kevin, you were talking to some of the Attleboro coaches between innings there.
Apparently it's a rule that if you lean into it, I've never seen this rule. I'll look it up. Not today. Unfortunately, we don't have time. That if you lean into it, it's a strike. Coaches are upset that he wouldn't get help from the other umpire.
Okay. This brings up Brendan Sensai, the junior third baseman. Head was down. What was that called?
The strike.
Call strike. And I did see it was a breaking ball. It looked like that at the beginning of the pitch. Sensai, he was out 2-3 in the second inning. Popped up to second in the third inning. It's his third at bat. He's hitting .393 with 11 RBI. Slow grounder. Tabor tries to barehand an infield hit. You agree?
Yeah, infield hit. I'm not sure if he had to barehand it, if he could have gloved it because he throws so hard on the run.
Yeah.
It was a chancy play. You know, it's but I agree, infield single.
So let's see if my figures add up with Peter Bray, who's running our graphics. I have King Philip down for 1 run on 4 hits.
2 runs.
I'm sorry, 2 runs. There it is. 2 runs on 3 hits.
No, 4 hits now.
Oh, there's the 4th hit. Yep. Wow. Hold on. I was looking at the 5th inning.
It is? No, it's the 6th.
It's the 6th. 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 Attleboro errors.
Attleboro playing in for the bunt.
Attleboro's got 1 run on 4 hits.
Bunt.
Oh, a beautiful bunt by Ryan Gately, the pitcher. That's going to be a base hit.
Nice play by Block.
Oh, Block makes a diving stop.
No one's covering second.
No one's covering second, so the runners will move up, and I think we've got to call that an error on the pitcher, right? Or is that just a tough break play? It's a sacrifice bunt for Gately.
It's a sacrifice. He gets first. He beat the throw to first.
Yep.
And then everybody advanced because the bases weren't being covered.
Yeah.
Third and second. So I don't know who you give. I think you can give a team error.
Well, all right. Actually, it's not a sacrifice because it's a base hit.
Oh, it's a single, right? Correct.
Yeah. High pop up, that rolls foul. So Gately before that had walked and scored and ground up to third. This is Will Astorino, who's walked, was stranded at third, had a base hit to center and was stranded at third. So about that play by Gately, it's an infield hit.
It's on a bunt. It's a bunt single.
And then there's at least second base was uncovered, so Gately went to second, Sensai went to third.
Yeah, because the bases weren't covered.
Yeah.
So I don't know who to give the error to. That's why I like team error.
But if they advanced to base.
Yeah, I can't give it to Saltmarsh. He threw it at first and the guy was safe.
Yeah.
He beat out the hit.
Yeah.
So that's a tough error on Saltmarsh. I can't give it to Block because he didn't throw it. Who was he going to throw it to?
Yeah.
Then you give it to Evan. Do you give it to Tabor? Do you give it to Del Pazzo? For not being the base, you give it to the center fielder for not coming in.
Slow breaking ball fouled away. 2 strikes in Astorino. Do we have any balls?
No, 0-2.
It's 0-2, and boy, I'd like to rephrase that question.
Wow. We were told to keep it clean before the broadcast, so it's
by the way, a portion of the fence is blown down in right field. So yes, the wind has shifted. It's blowing in.
So somebody that was watching the broadcast at home on YouTube out of play.
Foul right above us. Count remains 0-2.
Yep. Back to the Tabor play. He did lean into it, and actually, believe it or not, nobody's, I don't think, we've talked to briefly, is disagreeing with the fact that he leaned into it, and that's been a big thing, people leaning into it. It was a ball, not a strike, is the argument, and no help from the other umpire, though they very rarely overrule each other anyway.
Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Aiden Hockwater. Is it 1 and 2 or 2 and 2?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Thank you.
I would like just to see what the rule is. Is that an intentional strike if you call intentionally hit by a pitch?
Yeah.
So,
well, the umpire could also believe it, because it was one of those 12-6 curveballs, so maybe he believed it would have gone to the strike zone. High and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Right, 2 and 2. Attleboro's infield in all the way around.
Runners at second and third. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. 2-1 KP.
King Philip has their 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up now.
High chopper. Evan Hool. Oh, and went to Tabor, who fires it over the first baseman's head. 1 run scores. Another moves to third. I think that's going to be an E6.
Yeah, it's going to be an E6. It tipped off Evan's glove on a high chopper, and Evan Tabor had time to get him out at first. The run would have scored, but he reached on the error, and I think that's going to be it for Billy Saltmarsh on the day.
So scoring is Brendan Sensai. That makes it 3-1 King Philip. Advancing to third base is Ryan Gately, and reaching on the E6 is Will Astorino, and a good hand for Billy Saltmarsh.
Yeah, Billy, who gave up 2 runs, 3 now, with responsible for 2 other runners, and gives way to Kean Kelleher, I believe making just his 3rd appearance on the year.
Kean is committed to Stonehill to play baseball. We'll be back after this on AACS 15 Sports.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com. W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
I've been silenced. How's that? I can't hear anything.
Oh, nothing's playing.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Kane Kelleher is in.
Kean,
Thank you.
just a second
Those
appearance
nutty
on the-
Irish and their strange spellings. And if his grandparents are listening over in Ireland, you know I'm kidding. Maybe.
10 o'clock at night over there.
Yeah.
Actually, more like 11:30.
Matt D. Fiore is up, the right fielder.
Hard bunt.
Yep, to Kelleher. Run's going to score, flips it to block. So the 4th run scores for King Philip on another sacrifice bunt. And again, according to the stats they sent us, they had 1 sacrifice bunt on the season. They've had 3 today. It would be 4, but Gately beat his out for an infield hit.
Yes, exactly. It's that officially is kind of more like a safety squeeze.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful bunt. So the runner on second went out. That run charged to Saltmarsh.
And it's an RBI
And it's an
for
RBI.
D. Fiore.
Yes.
His
So
fit-
one out, and a runner on second. The score is now 4-1.
This is DeFiore's 5th RBI of the season. This brings up Max Robeson. Who said Robinson? Sophomore first baseman who's played well defensively too. He's got an RBI with a hard ground out to shortstop. Ground out to shortstop also in the 4th inning. Looks at called strike 1. And again, if you're not into baseball, turn off the volume and just watch the clouds. They're beautiful. It's very relaxing.
It's like your little lava lamp.
Yes. Ooh, he went for that.
Yes,
That's a
he did.
strike. 2 strikes to Robeson, the sophomore. Kelleher on the mound, wearing number 17. I think he knows who John Havlicek is.
Who's number 17? Oh, Kelleher. I think you said Robeson. Sorry.
Oh, no. No, Robeson's 13.
He might, yeah. His father's a good sports guy.
Okay.
He knows John Havlicek. He's a Hockey Night in Attleboro regular.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Fastball inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Max. Hockey Night in Attleboro, which Kevin has hosted at his house for how many years now?
17 years now.
On Thursday nights.
Thursday nights.
Wow.
40 weeks out of the year.
Wow.
Thinking of running a summer series this year. We'll see. We can get air conditioning up there.
Low, nice stop by
There it goes.
Hawkwater, but the runner's trying to go. He's going to make it. That's a wild pitch. You agree, in the dirt?
Yeah. It's
Or in the rubber bits?
in the tire pellets.
Yeah. Whoops. So that's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Max Robeson. And my hands are certified to be getting cold. Left-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher, all the way back in the box. High and inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's his hardest thrown ball.
Yeah.
Ian can go mid to upper 80s. Brother Owen pitching over at Plymouth State
Really?
this year. First year of eligibility, 3rd year of school, the pandemic and all.
Yeah. Fouls off to the right into the fencing. Count remains full to Robeson.
Good piece of hitting there, just kind of fouling off a ball. He's going twice to shortstop, so Tabor beyond his horse as the infield is in all the way around. Outfield, center field's in.
Yep.
Right field's fairly deep. Left field kind of shallow.
High, outside, ball 4. Runners on the corners now. 1 out. Top of the 6th inning, 2 runs in for KP for a 4-2 lead.
Look for another safety squeeze out of King Philip here.
Yep.
Maybe right away on the first pitch.
Eli Reed is ground out to second base in the 2nd and 4th innings for the Warriors.
Attleboro playing back on double play depth. Up the middle, corners are in. Runner goes.
Low. Hawkwater makes the decision not to throw down. I think that's the right decision, but the stolen base goes to Robeson. That's his first of the year, I believe.
Yes, I'll double check that.
Yep.
But that is his first stolen base of the year, yes. So now the infield is in all the way around.
2 runners in scoring position, 1
Bunt,
out.
safety squeeze.
Pops it up in the air. Hawkwater can't get back there in time. Nobody could. Count is
1 ball,
1 strike.
So that was that safety squeeze, a runner on third. Astorino, he was about a quarter of the way down the line. Kind of held it, was able to hold his position on a normal standard squeeze. He would have been sprinting and then sprinting back to third.
Yes.
On a pop-up. Hawkwater just could not get to that one. 1-1.
Fastball catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nice pitch.
Yeah, Eli, I don't think like that call, but
No,
I think he got it right.
He got that one right.
Yep. We've only had 1 all game.
Yeah.
That we,
Well, Travis
And that was-
Crawford might disagree with
that's
that.
true. That was a pitch to KP, too. That
Yes. Nice
Slider-like pitch, swing and a miss for the big strikeout for Kelleher. 2nd out of the inning. Runners remain at 2nd and 3rd. And we go to the top of the order. Travis Crawford has struck out swinging an RBI single to right field in the 3rd. He also scored and struck out swinging again in the 5th at a pitch about a foot over his head.
Yeah, I don't think that was an RBI single because he got the first.
Oh, you're right. The RBI went to Laguerre. He
Yes.
scored the run. Yes. Inside, ball 1. Between innings, I put my hands in my pockets for a second to try to warm them up. A gust of wind came, blew my scored car away. I chased after it, tripped after Kevin's headphone cord. Almost
Ripped
sprained
my head off.
Yeah. Or ripped the headphones off of your head. Your neck snapped back quite nicely.
Thank you. Still got cartilage.
Yes.
Over my neck.
Fouls that back as that one bangs off Aiden Hawkwater. At least the 3rd time the balls hit him today. It's 1-1. Yeah.
second and third.
The fans behind us were very concerned for you, Kevin.
Well, I do have some friends. Plus, I am the host of Hockey Night.
I was gonna
Attleboro.
say.
Some of them like, hey, he's hurt. I can't go to Hockey Night.
Swing and a miss.
Looks like a slider there.
Yep. That was
Good
low in the
movement.
zone. Now, when you host Hockey Night in Canada in the front room over the garage.
Attleboro.
Attleboro, I'm sorry. Hockey Night in Attleboro. How many TVs are in the room?
We're up to 4 now. We generally just run 3, though. 4 for special occasions like the NCAA tournament.
1 and 2 pitch to Crawford. Called strike, outside corner.
And a great job of pitching by Kean Keller, coming in a difficult situation for just the second time this year. Gets 2 strikeouts.
So for King Philip, they score 2 runs on 2 hits and leave 2 more runners on base. After 5.5, it is King Philip 4, Attleboro 1 on AACS 15 Sports.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and catch the bus. Text and miss your stop. Wait. Text and be late to work. Sorry, I'm late. Text and work. Text and pretend to work. Text and act surprised when someone calls you out for not working.
Who, me?
Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Kevin Callahan along with Paul Healy. Dave Angel is directing and editing this broadcast. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Christian Dane steps to the plate, and Kevin has some information on that controversial hit by pitch for strike 3 against Owen Tabor.
I'll get to that after this pitch.
Which ended Attleboro's bottom of the 5th inning and a chance to tie. Christian Dane.
Pagano moved.
Yes, a rocket foul ball, and it's, again, Christian on the football field and the basketball field, you used to wonder, does he know how good he is? In baseball, he just looks so confident out there. I love to see it.
All right, so, well, it's 0-1. We'll get to the rule here that was sent to me by Bill McDonough. Thank you, Bill. That hit him.
And as Christian Dane was moving away from that ball, the hit by pitch is allowed. It is not called a strike. So 2 consecutive Attleboro batters hit by a pitch, 1 to end an inning and 1 for a base. Go ahead.
If the batter does not attempt to avoid the pitch, he is not awarded first base, and the pitch is ruled either a strike if in the strike zone or a ball if out of the strike zone. Umpires rarely make this call.
Yep.
And then they went on to say a famous play in 1968, so you must remember with Don Drysdale.
Oh, yeah.
Hit Dick Dites. That's a name you don't forget.
That's only the 3rd hit by pitch of the, well, 4th now for Gately. And that is Matt Harvey, who has ground out the 3rd twice with a base hit, a hard shot to Reed in center field. Dane moves to second base. Attleboro with their first 2 runners on. Go ahead.
So you have no one's arguing that
look at the picture.
He is leaning in. The argument is whether or not it's a ball or a strike.
Yeah.
And one interpretation is that the umpire was upset, pissed, if you will, and that he that he leaned into it and just called him out on the dead ball.
Plus it was a curveball. So with 2 on, block into the hole, all the way across the diamond, not in time. That is an infield hit. And suddenly in the top of the 6th, the Bombardiers down 4-1, have the bases loaded, nobody out. Infield hit.
And you might see some courtesy runners on that play. I might want to run. Yep, we have number 6 for Attleboro coming in to run for Jamie Block, and that is Parker Sackett. And no disrespect to Jamie. Jamie's a heck of a ball player. It took him a while to get down that line. so Parker Sackett pinch running for Jamie Block. I'm sure Jamie will be reinserted.
No. Well, what did I miss then?
The infield single by Block. Bases loaded.
Christian Dane. Oh, I
hit.
started in the wrong spot. Okay, I completely screwed this up. Rats.
So just to catch you up, Christian Dane got hit by a pitch. Matt Harvey took the first pitch for a single, and then Jamie Block he took the first pitch for a single. Loading the bases. Parker Sackett is in the run for Jamie Block in the bottom of the 6th, 4-1. Second pitch.
Nice stop by the catcher Crawford. So that's the hit to center field.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2. Aiden Hawkwater, the catcher, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a pop-up and the strikeout.
And the hit by pitch goes.
Defense playing back for King Philip. Inside corner for a strike. Aiden does not like that. So the corners are in for King Philip. They'll come home with it. King Philip middle infielders are back. They will give up the run for the double play and would still retain the lead.
Yep.
Gately goes from the windup. Here's the pitch. And was he hit?
Nope.
Ooh, inside. Didn't know if it caught the pant leg.
What's the count to Aiden?
2 balls, 2 strikks.
All right, my scorebook is back
You caught
in
up?
shape now. Yes, you're wise.
I took the lead there for about 4
yes,
pitches.
thank you very much.
Have a little weight on deck.
Aiden has popped up to second, struck out swinging. Fastball, slowly hit, fielded by the pitcher. Gately comes home for 1. Down
safe.
to first. Ooh, that's a tough call if you're a King Philip fan.
Yes, that was a...
looked like a double play to us.
I was going to say, worst case scenario for Attleboro, the 1-2-3 double play.
Yeah.
Safe at first.
Wow.
And we have a courtesy runner for the catcher coming in, number 2.
And that's the kind of play where the umpire, the base umpire, he's in the middle of the infield.
And that's Hayden Hegarty, sorry.
Yep, so moving to third is Harvey. Moving to second is Block.
Nope, Sackett.
Oh, Sackett pinch running, right. And safe at first on a tough call against KP is Hegarty on a fielder's choice.
So bases loaded, 1 out. They did get the force out at the plate.
Yep.
And Evan Houle,
who has reached on an error and scored and ground out hard to shortstop, looks at ball 1 low from Ryan Gately. Came into this game 2-1 on this season, 4-0 last year. Ball 2 to Evan Houle.
Interesting defensive alignment now for King Philip. The third baseman is even or even slightly behind third base. The middle infielder still remains back, but the first baseman is in.
Yep. High, ball 3 to Evan Houle, and again, only 2 walks today, or one walk, one walk, and a hit by pitch for Gately, or 2 have been hit by pitch. 1 was for a strikeout, his 4th of the game.
Evan Houle yielded a walk-off walk after battling back from an 0-2 count
on Tuesday.
Oh,
that's well hit to left center field. Going back is Reed. Reed makes the catch, tagging up and charging towards the plate is Harvey, and he scores. It is 4-2. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th.
Swinging on 3-0. Gets the RBI. 4-2. No advancement by Sackett or Hegarty.
Yep.
Wisely, as the ball was cut off, and he probably would have been thrown out. So a little Def Leppard there for the walk-up music.
Thank heavens, a very little.
Strike 1 called.
Called strike in the corner to Nate George, who sacrificed. Bunted in the 3rd.
You're not a Def Leppard guy either?
No.
Oh, I thought you were.
Yeah, what has 7 arms and stinks? Def Leppard.
Oh, I thought you
and reached on an infield hit. Ground ball to the third baseman.
Missed the tag.
Oh, he tried to go for the tag and missed it, so I think we have to call that an error.
I'm going to have to go E5. Technically, I guess it's a fielder's choice, but safe on the error.
Yes, yes.
Because the third baseman shows, and everybody's safe on the error. I mean, it's basically the same thing with splitting hairs.
Yep.
But it is an error. Nate George reaches on the fielder's choice. And they had to do it all over again. You just throw to first. And upsets Ben Hawkwater now. Potential go-ahead run is on first base. The tying runs on second.
Bases loaded. Ben, first pitch swinging. Ground ball to the shortstop, Laguerre. Long throw. Nice scoop by Robeson for the out. Beautiful play by Laguerre. Tell me again why he made the All-Star team, Kevin.
Wow, good player. Wow, that's
So
fantastic play and a great scoop. Wow.
So for the Bombardiers, just 1 run, 2 more hits, so they have 6 hits on the game, 3 runners left on base after 6 full. It is King Philip 4, Attleboro 2 on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
They don't. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they want it. Yeah. For 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 Attleboro error.
One error is what I believe I have. Let me just double check that.
And then Attleboro has 2 runs on 6 hits.
We have, I'm sorry, I have 2 errors.
2 errors for Attleboro.
Yeah, I got that
and
team error and then
oh, that's
error on
right.
the shortstop.
Okay, so for King Philip, it's 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 Bombardier errors. And for Attleboro, excuse me, Attleboro has 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 KP errors. King Philip has 4 runs on 5 hits, 2 Attleboro errors.
Correct. But, just give a quick shout out. Entering the work realm, my daughter Jenna, umpiring her first 10U softball game today.
No kidding.
So she's on her way there, or probably is already there.
Behind the plate?
She's got the game, so she'll be behind the plate. Wow. Balls and strikes and dealing with the parents. So parents, if you're listening, that's my daughter out there.
And it's 10-year-old softball. Trust me, the fate of the world does not rest on the outcome. Matt Kelly is up, has scored 15 runs on the season, hitting .452 with 9 RBIs coming into the game. 0 for 3 today. Excuse me, 0 for 2.
0 for 2.
He had a sacrifice bunt in there. Looks at ball 1 low from Kean Kelleher.
And just to keep harping on that hit pitch that was called strike 3, the people at home that have rewound and watched ball high, 2-0, said it definitely looked like a ball, and they think the umpire was just mad. He leaned into it like, you can't do that to me. So
that was the biggest play of the game. It was bases loaded, bottom of the 5th.
With Christian Dane coming up.
Oh, that's right. Ball 3.
Their leading hitter on the year at at 450.
Yep.
458 coming into the game with a 519, a double, a triple, a bomb home run that would have been out on even on a day like today.
Yeah. 3-0 to Matt Kelly, and that's low ball 4, which is just what KP wanted. Get the leadoff runner on and try to get some insurance runs for their pitcher Gately. Interesting to see if Gately will come out for the 7th inning for an effort for a complete game. How many pitches is Ryan thrown?
He was at 67. I mean, 2, 3, 4, 16. He's at 83 through 6, so he clearly has 1 more inning in him.
Ball outside by Kelleher. Sean Laguerre is up, grounded out to third. Had an RBI double to center field in the third and grounded out to shortstop in the fifth. And after 5 straight balls, Coach Dunley coming out to talk to Mr. Kelleher.
Just to close the book on Saltmarsh, he did have 96 pitches, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, and just 3 consecutive walks
in the second
inning, which led to, I mean, just the 1 run that inning. So a good performance for Saltmarsh. So 5+ innings, was it 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, responsible for 4 runs. I would say just 2 of them earned. Is that what you came up with?
That's what we have, yep.
Okay, 2 earned runs. So a real good outing for Billy Saltmarsh.
1-0 to Sean Laguerre. And what happened there?
He just stepped off.
Okay.
Looking to see maybe if Laguerre was giving away a bunt. I don't think he's bunting. A 3-hitter.
Wow. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Whatever Coach Dunley said to Kelleher worked.
Yeah. Laguerre came in leading the team with 15 runs batted in coming into this game. Again, KP 7-2 on the season. They've scored 90 runs, allowed 40. Nice stop by Aiden Hawkwater. 2 balls, 1 strike to Sean, the returning all-star shortstop in the Hockomock League.
And you saw how Saltmarsh approached Laguerre, and you see Kelleher. They're not just giving him fastballs and mixing pitches, changing speeds on him, try to keep him guessing. Who got him leaning, but not far enough off the base. Pick off attempt, safe at first.
Matt Kelly diving back. Kevin has to pick up the call. I was distracted by the barking dog. Thought it was barking at me.
Ooh, look, a flower.
Come on, even the dog doesn't like my broadcast. High. Again, I should wait till the ump calls. 3 balls and 1 strike to Laguerre.
So sometimes it's obvious.
Yes. Don't call the pitch when the ball's only traveled 32 feet, Paul.
So 3 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 7th, 4-2. Well, that hit him.
Hit him on the arm, and now the Attleboro bench is wondering about. He made no effort to move out of the way, but I thought he made a little effort. So with a walk and a hit by pitch, KP starts the top of the 7th inning, getting their 2 leadoff runners on, and Brendan Sensai is up.
And you can make the argument that that was definitely ball 4 if he didn't get out of the way.
Right.
But
Sensai is grounded out in the 2nd, popped out in the 3rd, had an infield hit and scored a run in the 6th.
He had that swinging bunt back in the 2nd.
That's right.
Hawkwater made a real nice play on. Good opportunity here for King Philip.
Missing outside, ball 1-0 to Brendan. Came into the game hitting .393 with 11 runs knocked in, 3 doubles and a triple.
Attleboro back, not expecting a bunt. Well, I take that back. Block is in. Everybody else is very deep, playing double play depth. Now block backs up behind the runner. So everybody at double play depth for Attleboro.
That's lofted into right field. Going back a little bit as Ben Hawkwater makes the catch. The runner's tag. The runner tags. Moving to third base is Matt Kelly. Wisely staying at first is Laguerre. So Sensai flies out to right field, first out of the inning. This will bring up Ryan Gately, who has done a great job pitching today. He's walked and scored, grounded out to short, had an infield hit in the 6th inning and came around to score the 4th KP run.
Yeah, that was the bunt single he had.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, because I originally started to write sack in my book, but then he was safe at first. So 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Magic KP will put runners in motion. Corners are in right now. Middle infield is back. Runner goes.
Runner is going. Ball gets by Hawkwater, screaming towards home plate. Scoring, standing up as Matt Kelly. That's his 16th run of the year. It is 5-2 KP.
Go a wild pitch on that.
Yep.
And that brings Dunley out for a 2nd visit. So even though it's 1-0, unless this is an injury, Kelleher has to come out.
I think the first one might have been an injury. Or checking on him.
Oh,
no, he's out.
Taking him out.
That's a shame.
28 pitches for Kelleher. And I believe they're going with Owen Lombardo.
Number 12.
Is that number 12?
Nope, number 12 is, unless Owen's wearing 12 today, because Owen's listed as number 23 in the program, but I don't see a number 12.
I'll double check.
Ask Coach Pagano. We'll be right back after this. The score is King Philip 5, Attleboro 2 on AACS 15 Sports.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
145 over 92.
180 over 111.
182 over 100. And I had a heart attack and a cardiac arrest. And then a stroke.
Your blood pressure numbers could change your life.
A lot of people don't understand, including myself, I didn't, now I do, the impact of having a stroke.
My memory is shot.
When I woke up, I couldn't.
Apologize for cutting that commercial off short. Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. We are in the top of the 7th inning. 1 run in for KP to increase their lead to 5-2. A runner on second base now.
Owen Lombardo comes in. He has thrown 1 1/3 innings this year. Clean innings so far. 4 batters, retired them all.
Ryan Gately is up, walked and scored, ground out to short. Infield hit on a bunt and scored. Pops that up. And you see the wind pull that ball. Hawkwater, the Aiden variety, makes the catch and holds Laguerre at second base. 2 outs, needed that.
Yeah, and they came in inheriting a 1-0 count.
Yeah.
Almost thought maybe King Philip would take a pitch just to kind of see where it would go. Not seeing Lombardo, but 1 pitch.
Well, I think that's Laguerre. He's the number, that was Gately.
Gately, yes.
Outstanding hitter.
Astorino now, the DH, with 2 outs and a runner on second.
He's walked, had a base hit to center field, reached on an error. Called strike 1 to Will. Will's a junior.
So King Philip has 1 run in this inning. So the score 5-2 right now. Top of the 7th.
This is Lombardo to the stretch. Missing outside. 1-1.
1-1. If you're looking ahead to the Attleboro bottom of the 7th, Del Paso, Tabor, and Dame, the 2, 3, 4 hitters will be up.
Okay. Attleboro has a pitcher warming up down the right field line. Ball got away and came all the way up behind the plate here.
It's a good fastball.
Yeah,
that's a lot of zip on it.
Laguerre at second base, looking to score his 17th run of the season. Tabor trying to hold him close. Lombardo fires up, 2-1.
I believe it's Johnny Pagano that's warming up right now for Attleboro. If I was led to believe, that's what I was led to believe. I can't exactly
Unlike
see
his
him.
father, Johnny has never gotten a mani-pedi.
Nothing. Switches off. One day is a Manny, another day is a Petty, then it's a combined Manny-Petty. Runner goes.
Runner is going, breaking ball. And the runner ducks. That is not interference. That's what the batter's box is for. So that's a stolen base for Laguerre. That's his 9th on the season.
Yeah, he stole that one on Lombardo. He timed him up perfectly. Lombardo went with a high leg. He got a tremendous jump, and Aiden Hawkwater was smart not to throw it down. You're right. The batter does own the batter's box. I recommend ducking. 3-1.
Yeah, right. Breaking ball, lofted high into center field. Let's see if the wind plays with that as Nate George comes under the ball and makes the catch for the 3rd out. One more run for King Philip without benefit of a base hit. So after 7 complete at-bats for King Philip, they have 5 runs on 5 hits, 2 Attleboro errors, and they've left 7 runners on base. The Bombardiers need 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th to keep this game going on AACS 15 Sports.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Well, there's a reason Mr. Callahan leaves the mistakes to me. Going into the bottom of the 7th, it is 5-2 King Philip, so Attleboro needs 3 runs to tie, not 4 to win. Gately is going for the complete game victory. He's facing Peter Del Pazzo, who has a base hit to center, a walk in the 3rd inning, and a fielder's choice and a stolen base in the 5th. He's ahead 1-0, now it's 1-1.
And if you're wondering about Gately in this pitch count, unofficially, I have him for 85 right now, and which basically means he's got 20 more pitches, but he can finish whatever batter he's at 105.
Breaking ball called, strike 1 and 2. Caught the low inside corner. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. This game officially started at 3:51. It's now 5:58. Here comes Gately. Check swing on a high pitch, 2-2.
Gately's pitch counts by inning 10, 12, 23, 6, 16, 16.
Wow. So that inning where Attleboro sent 7 batters to the plate, he only threw 16 pitches.
Yep.
That ball is popped foul. The count remains 2-2. Actually rolled foul right in front of us.
Yeah, the pitch counts per batter in that 6th inning where he sent 7. 2, 1, 1, 5, 4, 2, 1.
Wow.
So, hey, aggressive though at the plate and not waiting on bad pitches or swinging at bad pitches late.
Called strike 3.
And he knew it.
Yep, to Del Pazzo. Guessed wrong on that one. I have that as the 5th strikeout for Gately against 1 walk and 1 hit batter officially. This brings up Owen Tabor, who ground hard into a double play in the 1st, had a base hit to left in 3rd, was hit by a pitch with bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th. Umpire said he leaned into the ball, so it was called strike 3. First pitch swinging, this one is popped up. Second baseman Sullivan fights the wind to come under it and makes the catch. And that
that was probably the windiest play of the game on a windy day. As soon as that ball went up, a gust of wind came. Second baseman did that. Is that Sullivan? Sean Sullivan is playing second base for King Philip. Played that very well.
Christian Dane is up. He had a double in the 2nd inning. Wind aided, grounded out to shortstop in the 3rd. Was hit by a pitch in the 6th. And what was that first pitch?
Ball low.
To Christian Dane. And again, if Owen Tabor that was called a hit by pitch or even a walk, he would have been at first, or would have been in.
He's been hit.
And Dane would have been up. So obviously Tabor's trying to work Dane inside. He's hit him twice.
Gately, not Tabor.
Gately, thank you.
He's a sophomore, Matt Harvey, who already understands pressure as a sophomore, as he's earned the quarterback job with Attleboro.
Football field. Started as the JV quarterback. By the third game of the season, he was the varsity starter. Ball is, what a great stop by Crawford to keep Dane at first base. 1-0 to Matt Harvey, who's ground out to third base twice. Has a single to center field in the sixth where he scored.
Yeah, catcher read that very, very well, Crawford.
Attleboro down 3, 1 out away. High fastball, that's hit well into center field. Eli Reed is under it, makes the catch. And King Philip will win this game by a score of, let's get this right, Paul, 5-2 for King Philip. 5 runs on 5 hits, 2 Bombardier errors for Attleboro. 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 King Philip errors. Kevin, we'll give you the last word.
Yeah, it's a good comeback win from King Philip after the loss yesterday to Canton 10-9.
Yep.
Attleboro, you got to give them credit. Yes, they dropped to 3 and 6 in the year, but they held a team that averages 10 runs a year down to 5.
10 runs a game, yeah.
10 runs, yes, 10 runs a game down to 5. You got to look at this and try to take something out of it. They hit the starting pitcher. They hit him hard. They hit him decent. They put some runs up. It could be a positive turning point on Attleboro's season as they make a playoff push in the second half of the year.
Complete game victory for Ryan Gately. As we told you, he allows 2 runs on 6 hits. He moves to 3-1 on the season. Good day for baseball, even if it was a bit chilly. I'm Paul Healy. He's Kevin Callahan. Thank you to Dave Angel, who helped us set up and be editing this broadcast later. Peter Bray on graphics. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge. And the most important part of the equation, you, the fans. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for your input.
Yes, on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.